It's Tabby's RC. So today we are back with the brand new Blade Fusion 180 Smart Maiden flight. So in yesterday's video we went ahead and did the radio setup, got it all set up to our radio, and the only thing that I've done is I did put a little bit of some silicone oil. I use 3-in-1 silicone oil on all my canopy grommets just to help them slide off and on easier and to help lubricate them up. But it is exactly this box stock. We haven't changed no settings. We haven't done nothing but what we did in the radio setup video. So we're going to get a true Maiden flight. We have 2 packs. So of course we are flying on the Spectrum G2 450 milliamp smart packs. So we went ahead and put some Velcro on them. Made sure, of course, pre-flight check again, make sure everything was good, went through the helicopter, made sure all screws were tight, everything like that. And make sure all directions are good like we did in the setup video. And you'll of course always move your sticks on flights, make sure tail's the right way. So let's go ahead and let's spool up and let's get a flight on this little guy. I'm excited, very excited to see how it flies. Of course we're flying on the Spectrum IX12, so we're going to flip off hold mode and we're going to spool up.
Normal.
Spool up is slow.
Stunt 1.
All right, idle up 1. Tail feels good. Helicopter feels very light. Very solid. Swash plate's nice and level. It feels good. It feels very light. It's a very light feeling helicopter, very nimble. Definitely the lightest feeling 180 I've flown. Tail performance is quick, snappy. All right, let's kick it up and idle up 2.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
It's a lot of head speed. Feels great. I feel very comfortable with it. I like it. Got plenty of power. Tail performance is perfect.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Very little motor bogging under hard collective. A helicopter, it feels good. Super solid. We got a little bit of tail shake under hard inputs, but we can tune that out. But I mean, that's a hands-off inverted hover. This new 6250 is a great feeling FBL. Kick it back into a lower head speed. Maiden flight, so we're
1 minute.
I feel like the idle up 1, the head speed's really low. I feel like head speed is really, really low.
Stunt 2.
Kick it back up into stunt 2.
ESC 14.2 volts. ESC 14.1 volts. 30 seconds. ESC 20 seconds.
All right, we're getting yelled at by our telemetry.
ESC 14.3 volts.
hold mode. So we flew about 3.5 minutes and our telemetry has yelled at us that we are 14.3 volts. So we flew for about 3.5 minutes at 100% head speed. Idle up 1 and head speed is very low, so but that could just be an adjustment problem. Let's look real quick. Let's go to our throttle curves because we set it to the book pitch curve. So go to throttle curve and idle up 1, no, throttle curve. There we go, and in idle up 1 we're at 80%. Okay, so 85% book called it. Oh, let's throw another pack in. I like it though. Helicopter feels really great. It feels super light in the air. That's all the plastic parts playing into effect. I mean, it feels very light, very nimble. Smart pack did great. Cyclic response is actually very responsive, which is, you know, something for me to say because I am never happy with cyclic speed and response out of the box. Again, this is a box stock helicopter. Motor is cold, no tail motor. Servos are cold. ESC is cold, so nothing is hot. Let's throw another pack in and do it again. Let it initialize. Okay, it's initialized. We're good to go. Throw the canopy on it. And let's fly again. So I'm enjoying it. I really like it. Of course, that's my maiden flight.
Normal.
Let's reset timer.
Timer reset.
Spool up is very slow. But in just normal flying, it's, you know, self-level, very docile, very tame.
Done 1.
A little bit higher head speed. I would save idle up 1 for your normal flying. And then when you want a full 3D it out,
Done 2.
stunt 2, you get a crazy high head speed.
Done 1.
Not quite sure what that was.
Done 2.
Tail performance is great. The battery telemetry is nice. So we get that little bit of tail shake under hard cyclic, but we will tune that out. I love how light it feels.
ESC 14.3 volts.
We're at our ESC voltage.
ESC 14.3 volts.
All right, so let's set it down.
Done 1.
And we do have rescue.
Hold.
Oh, we missed it. But we do have rescue, which we did not test in this video, or not test in this flight. So we're gonna charge the pack up again, and we will continue on with this video. All right, so we're back. So this will be the third flight. I went inside, I charged up the packs again. I ended up turning down the gains a little bit for the tail. So if you're using a Spectrum transmitter, you go under your model, not just for the IX12, any G2 style Spectrum transmitter that has forward programming, you can go to forward programming, it connects, and then you can go through your forward programming menu and you get full tunability. So you can see we have swash plate, tail rotor, system setup. So you can go through here and you have all your gains, there's actually a lot. Again, this is my first time playing with this, so with the 6250. And I like it. I like that you can adjust. This is definitely one of the most adjustable FBLs that I think Spectrum has done. I might be wrong, but it's the most adjustable one that I've played with. And you can, slow down or speed up your servo speeds. You have full gain adjustability, everything right from your transmitter, which is awesome. I really, really like that. Also, you have full FBL and ESC programming. So you can go from your radio and program your FBL and ESC. So I went into the FBL because the startup speed was just too slow for my personal liking. It's not an issue, it's not a problem, but it's just too slow for my liking. So I sped up the spool up time, just so it didn't take so long to get the spool up in normal mode. So we are going to try again. But so far, I am thoroughly impressed, guys. I really like this little helicopter. It flies so good, so light.
Normal.
I'm happy. So we're gonna spool up. Let's see, now the problem with that is now we don't get that super smooth and slow spool up time. So we're gonna play with it a little bit more. But now we are flying in normal mode, self-level. Helicopter flies fantastic. Low head speed flying. This would be your beginner normal style flying mode right here. Helicopter is solid. Kick it up into stunt 1. We have a little bit more head speed. And then of course stunt 2. I have our full full 100% head speed. A little bit of, I only dropped tail gain by 3 points, and so far I can already see a difference. So yeah, it was just a simple little adjustment. We got it a little bit, but we can drop it a little more. Much better. And again, guys, no matter, because it's bind and fly doesn't mean that it is 100% set up out of the box. It is set up, and they do test fly them at the factory, but you still might have to do a little bit of gain adjustments. That is normal. There's nothing wrong with the helicopter, nothing wrong with the company that sells the helicopter. Horizon did a great job on this helicopter. It flies so light, very powerful, night and day difference over the CFX that I had. I mean, it's honestly the lightest flying 180 size helicopter that I've had. I am thoroughly impressed with it. I do recommend this little guy. Highly recommend it. That is my personal opinion. It flies great. We're not going all out crazy with it. This is a third flight. So now I did learn that when it starts yelling at you, it's about 30% left in the pack.
ESC 14.3 volts. ESC 14.3.
Okay, let's kick it back into normal mode.
1 minute.
That was a terrible landing. That was terrible. All right, so now what we're gonna do, got blade stains on it. So now we are going to go into our forward programming. Okay, let it connect. Connect. Okay, we're gonna go to tail rotor. And as you can see, it was 50, 65, 10. I'm at 48. So we're gonna drop eye gain down. We're at 63. We're gonna go to 61. We're gonna drop it 2. Let's see how that does. And then we're gonna throw a battery in it. Reset timer.
Reset.
All right, let's throw another battery in it and do it again. So far, I'm really liking this little guy. Really liking this little guy. This is an awesome, awesome little machine. I don't know how to describe how light it flies, but it flies very light. Very nimble. Once I get more used to it, I might speed the servos up a little bit, but honestly, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with servo speed out of the box. It's great. That little bit of you know, gain adjustments that we have to do is honestly nothing. I don't think I've ever had a helicopter that out of the box was 100% perfect. Because you got to remember, anywhere you live, altitude, air density, all that stuff matters. All that stuff makes a difference. Let's see if we need a bigger piece of wood is what we need. We need a bigger piece of wood. But now the problem is now spool up
Normal.
is not slow. Oh, it is slow. Not as slow as it was. But I'm okay with that. For my personal liking. I mean, this thing is solid. That's a solid little helicopter. One thing we need to test on this flight is rescue, panic recovery.
Done 1.
A little bit higher head speed.
Done 2. Time remaining 3 minutes.
Tail feels great. A little bit more adjustment, but it's better. Again, super, super solid.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
All right, let's try panic. Let's get up high and let's go inverted. Panic recovery does work. All right, let's try it a little lower now that we know it works. Oh no, we screwed up. Panic recovery. So panic recovery works. So we're gonna mess with those gains a little bit more.
ESC 14.5 volts. ESC 14.3 volts. 14.3 volts. Stud 1. Hold.
Man, I just cannot land on the wood today. But awesome little helicopter. I highly recommend this little guy. I'm definitely cutting me a bigger piece of wood for landing, but I highly recommend this little guy. It is a fantastic little helicopter. Guys, get one. Awesome price for an awesome little machine. Now, of course, stay tuned. We're going to be having many more flights with this little guy because I'm excited. I'm going to go inside, charge the packs up again, keep flying it, tune that little bit of tail wobble that we got out of it, and it will be absolutely perfect. It's very light. I know some people don't like the plastic head. That's okay. It's light. They did it and it's more affordable being plastic, cheaper to fix. And again, it's light, and you can feel that difference. You feel how light this little helicopter is. I mean, and power is great. They did a bigger motor on the Fusion 180 Smart with the 4S. Tail performance is fantastic. Other than that little bit of wobble that we're getting, we can tune that out, of course, but tail performance is great. Feel of it is great. I recommend it for sure. Highly recommend it. I like the telemetry. I like all the tunable capabilities from the Mini 6250 to my radio. That is perfect. I can adjust things out here on the fly. No laptops, no looking at lights, no hitting buttons. Even the ESC programming I can do on my radio. That's perfect. I love the smart batteries. Plug them in and go. Charge everything. I like that. So my personal opinion is I recommend it. It's a great little helicopter. Go ahead and get you guys one. Horizon, thank you for sending me this helicopter to review. I hope to do the 150 next. That is another one I really want to play with, is the 150, the new 150 Smart. So I really hope to do that one next and see what that one's about. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. It helps me out big time. I know a lot of you guys that watch my channel are not subscribed, so please subscribe. It does help me. Go ahead and get your Fusion 180. Take care. Have a great day.